Good morning, children. How are you? I hope you all are fine. In the last class, we finished our first chapter. Today, let's move on to our second chapter. Before that, let me ask you one thing. Have you ever visited a beach? What are the different things that you noticed in a beach? You might have seen children playing with kites, haven't you? Sometimes you yourself might have played with kites. It's so much fun flying kites, isn't it? Are you interested to hear a story about a kite? Do you want to hear a story about a kite? Okay, then please take your English textbook. Our second chapter is titled The Little Red Kite, or the name of our story is The Little Red Kite. Get, set, go, which means let's get started. Kites were first invented in China. What do you mean by invented? Invented is a past tense of invent. It is a V2 form of invent. What do you mean by invent? Invent means to make or design something that did not exist before. To make or produce or design something new. Okay? Kites were first made in China. Have you heard about the country China? China is one of our neighboring countries. It is the most populated country in the world. Many of the toys that we play with are made in China. We also know that the COVID-19 was first detected in China. China witnessed the outbreak of coronavirus. I hope you have heard about the country China. Today, people all over the world enjoy flying kites. So children, kites were first made in China. Today, people in all countries of the world use kites. All people enjoy flying kites. Look at this picture. Which kite do you like the best? Discuss in class. Here you can see a picture. Here in this picture we can see some children playing with kites. What are they doing? The children are flying kites. You can see many kites in the picture. Kites of different colors, shapes, designs and sizes. Haven't you seen? It's very nice to play with kites. It's very interesting to fly kites. Which kite do you like the best? Among these kites, which did you like the best? We can learn something only if we try. Children, nothing is impossible in this world. We can learn something new only if we try. For example, if you try hard, then you can definitely learn swimming. You can learn cooking. You can learn farming if you give it a try. If you sincerely work hard, you can definitely score high marks in all subjects. You just need to give it a try. If you try, you can achieve your goals. You can succeed in your life. You can make your dream come true. Okay? We can learn many things if we try. Read how the little red kite learned to fly. Here, let's read the story of the little red kite. Let's see how the little red kite learned to fly. Harry looked up at the sky. Here we meet the first character of the story, Harry. Harry looked up at the sky. So, as the story begins, we see a boy named Harry looking up at the sky. He looks up at the sky and he found that it was a lovely day. What do you mean by lovely? Lovely means beautiful, attractive, pleasant. It was a beautiful day. It was a pleasant day. The weather was pleasant. The climate was pleasant. It was a beautiful day. The tall trees were swaying slowly in the breeze. The tall trees were swaying. What do you mean by swaying? Swaying means moving from side to side. Moving from side to side. You can write down the meaning of these words in your textbook. You can write it down in your notebook as well. The tall trees were swaying. The tall trees were moving from side to side slowly in the breeze. What do you mean by breeze? Breeze means light wind. Light wind. So, in the light wind, the tall trees made a light movement. The tall trees moved from one side to another in the breeze, in the light wind. The clouds were high in the blue sky. Up in the blue sky, we can see some clouds. It looked as though someone had taken bits of cotton wool and stuck them up in the sky. What is the color of cotton wool? Cotton wool is white in color. Just like the cotton wool, the clouds that appeared in the blue sky are white in color. So, on seeing the white clouds in the blue sky, we may feel that someone had stuck means stuck is a past tense of stick. Okay. On seeing the white clouds in the blue sky, we may feel that someone had stuck or fixed or placed some cotton wool on the sky. It was a perfect day for flying kites. The weather was good and hence it was a perfect day for flying kites. But Hari's little red kite didn't seem to think so. The weather was good and hence it was a perfect day for flying kites. But Hari's little red kite. In this picture, we can see a boy holding a red kite. This is probably Hari. What is the name of this boy? This boy is none other than Hari. Hari is holding his little red kite. So, this red kite didn't seem to think so. This red kite didn't feel that it's a perfect day for flying kites. The kite was afraid to fly up in the sky. When Minnie threw the kite up, it skipped a little and then dragged on the grass. Here we meet the second character, Minnie. When Minnie threw the kite up, when Minnie tried to fly the kite, when Minnie tried to fly Hari's red little kite, it skipped a little. What do you mean by skip? Skip means move forward lightly and quickly, making a little jump with each step. Okay? Skip means move forward lightly and quickly, making a little jump with each step. When Minnie tried to fly the kite skipped a little. The kite moved or jumped a little and then dragged on the grass. Dragged on the grass means the kite moved slowly but with effort. Okay. The kite moved with effort on the grass. It didn't rise up at all. The kite was unwilling to fly in the sky. It was afraid. It didn't rise up at all. Hari's brother Ravi had a big green and yellow kite. Here we meet yet another character, Ravi. Who is Ravi? Ravi is Hari's brother. Hari's brother Ravi had a big green and yellow kite. Hari's brother had a big green and yellow kite. Here in the picture you can see a green and yellow kite. His friend threw it up and at once it flew into the sky. So, Ravi's friend threw it up, threw the kite. Here you can see a boy flying the yellow and green kite. His friend threw it up and at once it flew into the sky. Come on, little red kite, said Harry. Then Harry is asking his red kite to fly up in the sky. Fly, fly, do fly into the sky. You will have fun. So Harry is telling his red kite to give it a try, to fly into the sky. You will enjoy flying in the sky. You will have so much fun. But the little kite just trembled a little. Did the kite fly in the sky? No, it didn't. Then what else did it do? The little kite just trembled a little. What do you mean by tremble a little? Tremble a little means shook a bit in fear. The kite just shook a bit in fear. The kite was afraid to fly. It just shivered or it just shook a little. It made a slight movement and lay down quietly on the ground. Then the kite lay down quietly on the ground. It was unable to fly. Oh, I can't do it, thought the little kite. The little kite thought that, oh, I can't do it. This is something very difficult. I can't fly up in the sky. I'm so afraid. I'm afraid to fly in the sky. I might fall on a sharp branch or a cruel thorn. I might fall on a sharp branch. Sometimes, if I try to fly in the sky, I may fall on a sharp branch or a cruel thorn. You might have seen many thorny plants, right? Plants like rose, bougainvillea, etc. So the kite is saying that if I try to fly in the sky, sometimes I may fall on a sharp branch or a cruel thorn. I could get hurt. What do you mean by hurt? Hurt means cause injury or pain. I may get hurt. I could get hurt. I will have to incur injury or pain. Come on, little kite, don't be afraid, said Harry. Then what is Harry saying? Harry is consoling his kite. Don't be afraid. You can fly in the sky just like other kites. You need not be afraid. Come on, little kite, don't be afraid, said Harry. Minnie said. Harry's friend Minnie said, maybe the little kite is afraid of these bushes and trees. You can see the picture of Minnie here in your textbook. Then Minnie tells her friend Harry that maybe the little kite is afraid of these bushes and trees. Let's go to the middle of the park. So Minnie is saying that sometimes our little red kite may be afraid of the bushes. What do you mean by bush? Bush is a low plant that grows thickly. Bush is a low plant that grows thickly. A plant which does not have much height but it grows thickly. Okay? A low plant that grows thickly. So the red kite may be afraid of these bushes and trees. You can see the bushes and trees in the picture. The red kite will be afraid of these trees and bushes. Let's go to the middle of the park where there are no trees and bushes, where there are no obstacles, so that the kite can fly freely and easily. So the two children took the kite to the middle of the park, which was an open and grassy space. Who are the two children mentioned here? The two children are Harry and Minnie. The two children, Harry and Minnie, took the little red kite to the middle of the park, which was an open and grassy space. So the children took the kite to the middle of the park in order to avoid any obstacles on its way, so that the kite can fly freely in the sky. There were no bushes or trees around. So there were no bushes or trees around. Now you must try hard when I throw you up. Minnie told the kite. Minnie tells the kite that I will just throw you up and you should try hard to fly in the sky. You should work sincerely. You should try hard to fly in the sky. Minnie ran fast with the little kite and Harry held the string firmly. So Minnie took the kite. Minnie ran fast with the little kite and Harry held the string firmly. Harry held the string. String means the thread. You can see it in the picture. This is a string of the kite. This is a string. Okay. The thread. Harry held. Held is a past tense of hold. Harry caught the string. Harry held the string firmly. Firmly means tightly. He held the string firmly or strongly. Then Minnie jumped up and threw the kite as high as she could. Then Minnie jumped up and threw the little red kite as high as she could. The kite felt a little stir in its tail. The kite felt a little stir. What do you mean by felt a little stir? It is given here, felt a little movement. The kite could feel a little movement in its tail when Minnie threw it up. It tried really hard. The kite tried really hard. For what? To fly in the sky. The kite tried really hard to fly in the sky. It gave a big push when it felt a breeze. So, as the kite felt a breeze, as it felt a light wind, it moved more. Okay, it made a movement. It gave a big push when it felt a breeze. The breeze soon whooshed it up. What do you mean by whooshed? Whooshed means moved suddenly or quickly with a rushing sound. Whooshed means moved suddenly or quickly with a rushing sound. The breeze soon whooshed it up. The breeze helped the kite to fly up in the sky. It helped the kite to fly. The red kite felt very excited. The red kite was very much thrilled. It was very much happy. The red kite got very happy and thrilled. Oh, I am flying, I am flying, sang the little kite as it pulled at the string. The red kite had tried a lot to fly, and it was its desire, it was its intense desire to fly in the sky. And now its dream came true. And hence the little kite is singing, oh, I am flying, I am flying. It is singing out of excitement. It could see the park below grow smaller and smaller. The kite could see the park below growing smaller and smaller. How is it possible? We know that as we fly higher, the things below will seem smaller, isn't it? As we move higher in the sky, the things below will seem to be smaller. So, this suggests that the kite is flying higher and higher. It could see the park below grow smaller and smaller. After a while, Minnie and Harry were little dots at the end of the string. After some time, as the little red kite looked down, it could see Minnie and Harry as little dots. Why? Because the kite had flown so high up in the sky. Now the little kite was flying near the other kites. Now our little red kite has reached near other kites. Welcome, little one, said a kind blue kite. Our little kite meets other kites and a kind blue kite welcomes the little red kite. The little kite waved its tail as it sailed away. What do you mean by sailed away? Sailed away means here floated in the air. Here the meaning is floated in the air. The little red kite floated in the air. It loved the blue sky. The kite loved the blue sky. It was its first experience. It enjoyed its travel. It loved the blue sky. It loved sailing in the breeze. The kite loved traveling in the breeze, in the light wind. It was so much fun sailing in the breeze, traveling in the breeze. It loved looking at the clouds that were still far above. The clouds were still far above. We know that the clouds are high in the sky. And the kite loved looking at the clouds that were still high in the sky. "Ah, you made it after all," said Devi's green and yellow kite as it came close. You can see the green and yellow kite of Devi in the picture. This is Ravi's yellow kite, and on seeing the red kite, the yellow kite says that, "Ah, you made it after all." What do you mean by made it? Was able to do it. "Ah, you were able to do it. You succeeded in your effort. Finally, eventually you could fly up in the sky just like us. Just like other kites, you could fly up in the sky. You succeeded in your effort. Look out for that huge purple monster. It could hurt you." And the yellow kite is warning the red kite to keep a safe distance from the huge purple monster. What do you mean by huge purple monster? Here, a big purple kite. Here the meaning is a big purple kite. You can see it in the picture. The picture of a big purple kite. So the yellow kite is warning the red kite to keep a safe distance from the big purple kite. To be careful. Be careful about this big purple kite. It could hurt you. Keep a safe distance. However, the little red kite just whooshed up and down as it flew away. However, our little red kite was enjoying its journey. It was enjoying. It just whooshed up and down as it flew away. We have already learned the meaning of whooshed. Whooshed means move suddenly or quickly with a rushing sound. So the red kite was moving suddenly. It was moving quickly with a rushing sound. It whooshed up and down. It moved up and down as it flew away. It was not afraid anymore. It was enjoying itself very much. So our little red kite is no longer afraid. It does not fear anything. It is no longer afraid. It was enjoying itself very much. It is enjoying its journey. Would you understand from the story? Our little red kite made many attempts. It tried to fly up in the sky, but in the initial attempts, the kite failed miserably. But did it give up? No, it didn't. It continued trying. It kept on trying, and finally it succeeded. The little red kite succeeded in its efforts. It succeeded in its endeavor, and finally it flew high up in the sky. Similarly, we have to try. We should try in order to learn something new in our life. We should set up some goals in our life, and we should try hard. We should work hard in order to achieve those goals. To score high marks or to learn something new like riding a bicycle or swimming or cooking or farming, anything. Okay? You should try to learn something new. And if you sincerely try, I'm sure that you will definitely succeed. Okay? One of the famous English writers, Paulo Coelho, has said that when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. What did he say? When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. Which means that if we want something, if we sincerely desire something, then the whole world will help us in achieving that. Okay? The whole world will help us in achieving our goals. So we should just try to achieve our goals. We should try to learn something new. Sometimes we may fail in our initial attempts, but we should not give up. Nothing is impossible. We should keep on trying until we succeed in our effort. Okay? Is it clear, my dear children? Children, did you like the story? It's a nice story, isn't it? I hope you all enjoyed reading the story. I want all of you to read the story many times. Okay? In the evening class, I will ask each and every one of you to read the story. Then you should be able to read the story clearly and without any hesitation. Okay? So, please read the story many times. Be thorough with it. You should also learn the new words in that chapter. Okay? Are you ready? Okay. Then let's meet in the evening.